So now that I've configured my integration, what I want to do now is I want to deploy that process out to a Boomi Atom or one of my environments. The Boomi Atom is the runtime engine that understands the execution of each of my integrations. What you see here on the screen are the various different environments that I've set up, which are just a representation of a single atom or a cluster of atoms. In a typical implementation, you might see where a single atom would represent my development environment, whereas a cluster of atoms, which would be the Boomi molecule, would represent my production environment. Because in my production environment, I need things like high availability and failover capabilities. I may have a large volume of transactions that I need to process as part of that integration. So I need to be able to distribute the load across multiple available machines. But what's important to note here is once I take that process and I deploy that out to my development environment, I need that process to understand connectivity at the endpoints that we configured for my sandbox instance of Salesforce and my development instance of the database. And through our concept of extensions, you can pass in the login credentials for the various different environments that you're in. So when I promote this process to my production environment, I can then know that the process is going to assume the new login credentials for the production instances of those endpoints without having to go in and change those connector login credentials for those production instances. We can do this because we are a single instance multi-tenant solution. So I'm only having to maintain a single integration process, and my deployments to the various different environments are versioned. So if I ever need to back up to a previous version of that process, I can do that through a single click.